Hello. So today I want to talk to you for a second about anxiety and how that turns into control issues and how that tends to intersect with boundaries, right? Like boundaries is a big focus of the Fearlessly Feminine group. And this month of May, we're focusing on control, when to give up control, when to make sure you're taking control, and what boundaries looks like with all of that, along with feminine energy and polarity in relationships, right? So, if you don't know what boundaries are, we also have discussions about boundaries and the nuances and how all of that works. Boundaries are essentially the limits that we put in place in our lives to protect ourselves, and kind of maintain that sense of personal safety and emotional well-being. That is the most general definition that I could possibly give. Now, control, on the other hand, and anxiety, because honestly, a lot of times control issues come from anxiety. We're anxious about something, and so we start trying to exert control over things that maybe we shouldn't. Pardon me, I'm getting on. So control kind of refers to the power or ability to direct or influence your own life and surroundings, right? That can be a bunch of different ways, like controlling your thoughts, your emotions, behaviors, your environment. But the intersection between boundaries and control tends to be a little bit complex. So, on one hand, you want to be able to set and enforce boundaries, and that's how you exert control over your own life. You set clear limits, you communicate those limits to other people. That's how we ensure that our desires and our needs are respected. Um, it becomes problematic when you attempt to exert that control onto another person. That's how we end up overstepping our boundaries and maybe stepping on another person's boundaries. We might try to control our own emotions, to the point where, we might deny or suppress them, but we might try to control the behavior of other people, in ways that violate their autonomy or sometimes dignity. That's a pretty nuanced discussion that I would love to have with you, and we're kind of having it a little bit over in the Fearlessly Feminine group. And I'd love to see you join over there. Next Monday night, we are having a discussion about polarity and control. But ultimately, the key to balancing boundaries and control kind of lies in developing a healthy sense of self-awareness and self-reflection along with empathy. If you understand your own needs, your own desires, and others, you can start to navigate those dynamics, in a way that fosters healthy relationships and personal growth as well.